Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to 2024. It is officially the new year and I thought this would be a good time to go over some New Year's resolutions and a brand new vision board with you guys. So about 2 years ago, I read the book Atomic Habits. It was a great read. I really enjoyed it. I really got thinking about it this year in particular, and some of the things I learned when reading that really changed my perspective of how I wanted to go about my New Year's resolutions this year. Basically, this book had me thinking about my goals not just in terms of something way off in the future that I'm trying to strive towards, but in terms of habits that I can implement today that will eventually get me closer and closer to my goal. So when thinking about the different habits I wanted, it really got me thinking about what my best self looks like. I sat down at my computer, got out a Word document, and basically listed out all the traits that my best self has. For me personally, this came down to about 7 rough ideas of what my best self looks like. What I could also consider some of my long-term goals. And those are pretty much someone who is fit and flexible. I am definitely taking 2024 to be a wellness year, try and get back on my health game. Ian and I are both in agreement on that. As well as someone who does well in the social media world. An influencer, as you can tell, this is something that I've been working towards for a couple of years, and I'd also like to really focus on that in 2024. A published author. I don't know how many of you know this, but I am also a writer as well as a vlogger. I actually graduated with my bachelor's degree in English, and I have been writing since high school, so that was a big one on the list for me as well. Number 4 is someone who is organized, something I've always kind of struggled with and would love to get better on. Organized with my time, with my schedule, with my room and my workspace, and overall I think it's just something that would better my productivity and my life as a whole. Someone who is thoughtful, who really cares about the people around her, you know, really pays attention to birthdays and anniversaries and reaches out to friends and family. Also someone who is put together, someone who has a defined style, always, you know, looks put together. What's the saying? Look good, feel good. Definitely something I'm always striving towards. And my last trait of who my best self would be is a traveler. Definitely something I'm also passionate about, which you can tell from my YouTube channel, and something I want to focus on as well in 2024. So after I had my 7 traits listed out, I then broke those 7 categories down into smaller goals and to-do lists that I can start today in my everyday life to reach those goals. Compared to past years where I would just kind of make a list of goals in general, I really liked this method because it really made me sit down and think about who I was trying to be, who I wanted to be, and what steps I can take to really become that person, instead of just sort of grabbing goals out of the blue and just throwing them onto a list, which inevitably I would then kind of forget about, ignore, and never really do anything with by the end of the year. So now that I had created a vision of who I wanted to be, I wanted to start putting that into a vision board so that I could always have it to look at and remind myself of what I'm striving towards. I found a fantastic vision board template online that played really well into this new way of goal setting for me. The vision board template is by Andrea Casanova. I have it linked down in the description below, as well as her socials. She is a really interesting person to learn from. She talks a lot about vision boards, goal creating in her own style. And I really resonated with the vision board template she created, and that's how I went about creating my own vision board for 2024. What's unique about this vision board template is that it utilizes daily affirmations to help you visualize the goals you've set and get closer to them. So I pretty much looked at the 7 aspects of who I wanted to be and used those to create the 9 affirmations I was then using for my vision board. Then of course I went to one of my favorite sites in the entire world, Pinterest, and got some visual inspiration for those goals and affirmations that I set. After I had perfected everything and put all the pictures where I wanted them to be, I sent this out to be printed so that I could frame it and put it up on my wall. So I always had it in view. I could always keep it in mind and make sure I was following those goals and to-do lists that I had set for myself. as well as setting it as the background for my laptop. So even when I'm on the go working in a coffee shop, I can keep those goals in the back of my head and remember what I'm striving towards. The 9 affirmations that I put for my personal vision board, and this is going to differ for everybody depending on what your goals are and what you're striving towards in life, but my personal affirmations for this vision board were: I am always in the right place at the right time, trying to feel confident in my decisions and remember that the universe is working with me to bring me closer to my goals. I am becoming the healthiest version of myself. I radiate pure angel and goddess energy all the time, leaning into confidence, feeling good in my body and about myself. I visualize my highest self and then show up as her. My life is just beginning. This is something I really wanted to focus on. I did just get married and I have found myself feeling kind of aimless since the wedding ended. Ian and I both put a lot of time and energy and emotion into planning our wedding. And now that it's over, I find myself not really knowing what to do in my spare time. I no longer have that big event to plan and to look forward to, but I also want to remind myself that our marriage is just the beginning of our lives and we have so much to look forward to now that we've crossed that milestone. All the money that I spend comes back to me times 10. Financial security, doing well in my professional day-to-day job. The biggest opportunities always find their way to me. Definitely saying yes to any and all opportunities that come my way in 2024. Really putting it out into the universe that I am going to get some opportunities I've been looking forward to. Creative energy surges through me and leads me to new and brilliant ideas. I have the best relationship with my husband. Kind of leading back to my life is just beginning. I really want to make sure I'm putting energy towards my marriage with Ian. I want to make sure I'm still focusing on and nourishing our relationship together and making sure that it is as healthy as it can be. So that is my vision board for 2024, and honestly a vision board I will probably be utilizing even after 2024.
And I helped my husband make one too because it was just a lot of fun.
Once again, if you want to use Andrea Casanovan's template, it is linked down below. I had a lot of fun going through my goals, making affirmations that aligned with those goals, and then of course, my favorite thing to do, going on Pinterest and finding visual representations of those goals and affirmations so that I could paint a picture of my perfect life that I am striving towards every day. And with that, I am gonna wrap up this vlog, the first full vlog of 2024. I have a lot in store for you guys this year that I'm really excited about. I hope you're excited too. If you enjoyed this vlog and you want to join the family, come along for the new adventures I have planned. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on that little notification bell. You'll be alerted whenever I upload a new video. Also, as always, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you want to leave a comment, go ahead and tell me some goals you have for 2024. If you've created a vision board, what it looks like, what have you included? I'd love to hear and compare and see where we're all at in this new year. Otherwise, I will see you guys in my next vlog. Bye!